Hi guys, Courtney here from Reddit Demons, and I'll be showing you 4 attacks from the mixed RWCS scrimmage, Manbearpig versus Al Gore. The first of these attacks is by Ryan, a split hero Govaho, and you'll see him start off with his level 30 queen and a few healers to keep her healed. He starts clearing out the edge of the base, taking down all these side buildings, anything that is in his way for the funnel that he needs for his Barbarian King and his Valks. Takes down a good chunk of the base before he even considers any other troops. He does drop one hog here to get the lure of the CC, and you'll notice he also manages to get one giant bomb and a skeleton trap in that same process. So CC troops go down, his queen's still up, still healthy, healers keeping on her, and goes ahead and takes down the town hall with just the queen, gets him his first star, and he continues around the base with her, getting a little bit more funnel that he wants here. And then you'll see him next drop his max golem and just let it come in and start beating on this wall here for a minute. Let the queen get a little further around, and then it's followed by 4 wall breakers. Get the golem in the base, and then the Barbarian King and this pack of 7 Valks. And you'll notice he drops this jump spell really early, followed by a heal almost right on top of it. Main thing with Valks is to keep your eye on them, not lose track of them, because you do have to keep them healed. They will do a lot of damage, and they do have higher hit points than a lot of troops, but you do have to keep them healed. You'll see his queen still going around the base. She takes out about a quarter of the base all by herself. And then he drops his hogs over here on the southeast, and in small groups, sort of surgical, more of the tactical version of that. Task force, sorry. And they come in and start taking out a good chunk of the base themselves. Loses a few to the spring traps, but still more than enough to get the job done. And then he's also got a lot of his Valks left. His queen is still up. His Barbarian King is still up. He drops the wizards that he has and gets the space cleared no problem. Plenty of time to spare. Great attack. Just beautiful. So nice to see those Valks clearing everything so quickly. Just great attack. Okay, this next attack is by Quasar, and it is a shattered, meaning 2 golems, surgical Goho. And this one is actually on my base from Reddit Demons, Viking Steve. And like I said, it was a mixed scrimmage. So he doesn't lure. He manages to get the clan castle troops, my AQ, and a double giant bomb all in the opener. So very great opener. A lot of work done there. And you'll notice the clan castle troops are still up here. His queen's working on them, but he goes ahead and drops his giants and his surgical hogs and gets them to working. He does lose a fair amount of his hogs to the second double giant bomb here, but he has plenty left to finish off the defenses, and then gets the cleanup started. Notice the Barbarian King is trying to chase the hogs, but quits right about the time they get done with the defenses anyway. And absolutely just destroyed my base, and he was very happy about that. So notice the hogs are great cleanup troops. I always like to take a few extra hogs just because once they get done with the defenses, they can jump walls, they can clean up really quickly. Great cleanup troops, as well as initial troops to take down the defenses. So nice work, Quasar. Quick attack, very clean, great job. Okay, this next attack is by Venator, also on a fellow demon, Damien. And he also does a Shattered Surgical Go-Ho. And Venator uses a few minions here and a giant and some wall breakers to clear a path here on the southwest. And he then takes his Barbarian King in, which you call a Suicide Barbarian King, kills the enemy AQ, and takes a lot of the health from the enemy king as well. Draws out the clan castle troops and brings them toward his king, and then he drops his golems, his queen, and his wizards up in the northwest, and then more wall breakers to get the golems and the queen in. And the CC troops head up there, and the golems come in as he drops his jump spell. He uses his queen's ability to go ahead and take out the clan castle troops, and he keeps the splash damage from the max loons to a minimum, and then the remaining golem distracts the BK long enough for the queen to get him down. And then he starts these very small textbook surgical hogs, which works for him because he loses very few to the double giant bombs. And the trick with those small groups is just where you're going to place your heals, because you're going to have more groups than you do heals spells. And as with most 3-star strategies, it's kind of base dependent. But I tend to like the larger, more task force groups because they go down a lot faster when you're dropping your troops, and they're also generally easier to keep healed. But it's really cool to watch the hogs spread out all over the space, just wrecking the defenses all over. As he starts laying down his wizards for cleanup, and his queen is still nearly at full health, and she does what she does best, which is to shoot at walls. But when she finally gets out, she helps the hogs take down the clan castle, the town hall, and then just the last few little remaining buildings all over. This is a great attack by Venator. He almost finished in 2 minutes, just really wrecked that base. This last one here, I'm calling Hog Healer. Stolly didn't have his Barbarian King, and this attack is just awesome. It's under 2 minutes, it's creative, it's flawless. Just really got to give it to Stolly. You'll notice he has mainly hogs, but look at his spells. He's got 1 jump, which is pretty standard, and 3 rage spells. No heals, even though he's doing a hog attack. So he drops his golem and his wizards to clear a path, and then his queen, and then you'll notice in his clan castle, that is a Max P.E.K.K.A, a wizard, and a barb, and he rages them into the enemy Barbarian King and the defensive CC troops, takes them all down, no trouble, and he doesn't come from the queen side, which is a lot of distance to get to her for a hog attack, but it pays off, gets him not 1 but 2 of the double giant bombs. And then come the hogs from the north, rage spells and healers on them. So very unique. Notice the enemy queen is still up, which normally that means game over for a hog attack. But with his hogs being raged, it doesn't even phase them. His queen takes out the enemy queen, and she still has her ability. The healers switch to her just as the hogs finish off the defenses and start to clean up. He had plenty of time for this attack. Like I said, it was over in under 2 minutes. Plenty of troops to clean up. Just really, really surprising, unique attack. Very different way than most people would have gone at it, but it really worked for him, and we're very impressed. And just great attacks all around from everybody in that war.